Good morning. I am 4 minutes earlier today. As always, if you're watching in recording, you're welcome to fast forward or stay with us through our hellos. Good morning, Joey. It is amazingly beautiful here. Unfortunately, we're leaving today. I could stay here another couple of weeks. But yesterday we did hiking and we did kayaking on this lake. It was amazing. I'm gonna post pictures a little bit later today. Such a beautiful, beautiful place. Good morning, Gina. Good morning, John. All right, I think it is time for us to start. And so we continue our mindful self-compassion series. Today is day 2. And yesterday we established that self-compassion has the same qualities as compassion for others. But self-compassion is turned inward. It involves the clear seeing of our own suffering, a caring response to our suffering that includes the desire to help, and recognition that suffering is part of our shared human condition. These three components of self-compassion are conceptually distinct and tap into different ways that we emotionally respond to suffering, with kindness rather than judgment, and how we cognitively understand our predicament as part of the human experience versus isolating, and how we pay attention to pain in a mindful rather than overly identified manner. In the next few days, we will explore each of these three elements in detail and take a look at self-kindness versus self-judgment, common humanity versus isolation, and mindfulness over identification. Today, let's continue practicing the self-compassion break that we started yesterday. I just want to mention that when we talk about, when we use the term suffering here, it refers to any moment of pain or discomfort, large or small. Self-compassion is relevant when we're considering our personal inadequacies, mistakes, and failures, as well as when we are confronting really painful life situations that are outside of our control. So we can practice self-compassion in any moment when there is some suffering. It doesn't have to be bigger than the other person's. You don't need to compare anything. If you are suffering, that's it. You can be compassionate to yourself. Anyway, let's dive into the self-compassion break again. Take a comfortable position, and as usual, take a few moments to settle in. Gently scanning your body, notice how you're feeling, physically, emotionally, mentally. How are you today, really? Let your breath be natural, don't try to force it. Simply observe how your breath flows in and out of your body. And now I invite you to think about a situation in your life right now that is difficult for you. Again, don't try to compare, don't try to pick large difficulties, big sufferings. Whatever comes up, maybe feeling stressed, maybe having a relationship issue, or worried about something that hasn't happened yet. And remember, for the purposes of our practice, think of something that is difficult but not overwhelmingly challenging, because you are still new to this practice and we don't want to spiral down. So think about it. What is this situation for you? What is this difficult situation? What happened or what might happen if you're worried about something in the future? Really bring the situation to life in your mind's eye. Notice how you're feeling in your body as you think about it. Where do you feel it the most? Pay special attention to your throat, your chest, your belly. Notice your breath. Is your breath changing as you think about this difficult situation, this suffering? And now we're going to go through the three components of self-compassion. Just like yesterday, I'm going to be saying a series of phrases, that are designed to remind us that inner compassion is possible. It is our birthright. The first phrase, this is a moment of suffering. You can repeat it after me, thinking of your difficult situation. This is a moment of suffering. As you say it, bring mindful awareness to the fact that this suffering is present in your life right now, without comparing it to anything else, without judgment, simply stating the fact. This is a moment of suffering. If this language doesn't work for you, you can find your own phrase. You can say, for example, this is really hard for me right now, or I'm really struggling. Repeat whatever phrase you want a few times, noticing sensations in your body. This is a moment of suffering, or your own phrase. Now to the second phase, the second phrase. Suffering is a part of life. Again, repeat it after me. Suffering is a part of life. Reminding yourself of our shared humanity. Again, find language that speaks to you. If these words, suffering is a part of life, don't resonate that well, maybe you can say it's normal to feel this way. Many people are going through the same situations. Remind yourself that suffering may be different. The flavor of suffering may be different. But suffering is always a part of life, part of being human. So again, repeat the phrase a few times, noticing what's happening in your body as you do it, what's happening in your breath. Suffering is a part of life, or your own phrase that resonates best. And now we go to the third stage of self-compassion break. The third phrase, may I be kind to myself in this moment. And to support bringing kindness to yourself, maybe you put your hands over your heart or some other place on your body that feels soothing, comforting. Feel your own gentle touch, letting the feelings of care stream through your fingers. May I be kind to myself in this moment. Again, if this doesn't resonate, doesn't do it for you, you can use any other language that supports that sense of kindness you're sending to yourself. Perhaps language that you would use with a good friend. Maybe you can say, it's okay, I'm here for you. I care about you. I'm so sorry. You can try calling yourself by your first name. Anything that feels natural to express your deep wish that you be well and happy and free from suffering. Repeat that phrase a few times. May I be kind to myself in this moment, or your own phrase. Now scan your body again and notice how you're feeling right now after the short practice. Allow any sensations to be just as they are. Allow yourself to be just as you are in this moment, right here, right now. No judgment, just connecting with your direct experience, whatever it is. And as you go through your day today, I invite you to take these self-compassion breaks as often as you remember. Enjoy it. See if it changes the moments of suffering in your day, if it makes your day a little lighter. I hope so. Thank you so much for being here today. Have a gorgeous day. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm gonna walk down to the lake, so if you want to see the lake, stay with me, and then I'll end the video. Isn't that so pretty? My goodness. So yesterday we did kayaking on this lake. So many different colors. I just love the foliage. Anyway, have a nice day, and I will see you tomorrow.